One project I have just been meaning to get around to is rehabbing these bar stools. Over the past couple of years, the weather has certainly had its way with them. Unfortunately, it is still like a cajillion degrees outside. I mean, it's going to be like 100 today. Thankfully, to help ease the suffering, NewAir came through with a new evaporative cooler for us. Evaporative cooling is super common out here in the desert. We already have this big fella out in the gym. It's 3100 CFM. Basically, that's the cooling capacity for a space, so that should cover 850 square feet. We wanted a big one in there because we are working. I also have this itty bitty one for camping. No idea what the CFM is, but it's small. It's enough for one's immediate area, say, just inside the 4Runner. This NewAir model is rated at 470 CFM, so it should be rated for 250 square feet. Our garage is 320 square feet, so it's nearly the right size. But what is an evaporative cooler, and how in the heck does it work? I don't know much about thermodynamics, but it kind of goes like this. The key is hot, dry air. We have loads of it out here in Arizona. So if you live where it's humid, evaporative cooling is just not going to work for you. However, while it is dry here most of the year, we do have a somewhat humid monsoon season in the late summer. Therefore, the evaporative cooler isn't going to be as effective now as it would be the rest of the year. That one must be eco. Nighttime. I can't tell you what the exact temperature is in here, but I can tell you it feels much nicer than out there. It has definitely brought the temperature down. Maybe not like at the edges of the room, but right where I'm working, it feels nice, feels really pleasant. I would say that is bringing this area down to maybe like 70s, upper 70s. Right in front of it, this is like 74. But yeah, so current temperature outside, 82 degrees. "92 degrees and 42% humidity, which is probably why that water is lasting so long, because the evaporation isn't as efficient as it normally would be under drier conditions, but still trucking along, still cooling things down a little bit. Alright, it is 2 o'clock and we started a little after 9, and it's finally time to refill the water. Boop. You know, this is how we learn.
It always is.
Yep. Yeah, that's all I've been working on basically all day. Yeah. The NewAir also came with a couple of ice blocks to add to the water tank. We didn't notice any significant difference, and logically, I can't think of how they would help. So you do have to go on the left side because the pump drops down into here. Yeah. That's how it goes. The size of this unit is definitely too small for the outdoors, so we're running the misters too, which function on the same principle as an evaporative cooler. But it does help it feel cooler if you're sitting right in front of it. All in all, it's a nice little addition to the family.